For the longest time, I thought better lighting was about seeing better at night. And yes, that is part of it. But after riding my Spyder for a while, I realized something. The biggest benefit wasn't what I could see, it was who could finally see me. And once I understood that, my confidence started to change, especially after dark. Today, I want to talk about what I believe is one of the most overlooked safety upgrades for a Spyder. And surprisingly, it has very little to do with performance. I'm back, everybody. I'm Kevin, low budget Spyder rider. And today we're talking about lighting. Now, I know that might not sound like the most exciting topic, but this conversation isn't really about lights. It's about confidence. It's about visibility. And it's about something every rider has experienced. That moment when another driver does something. And you're left wondering, did they even see me? The reason this conversation came up is because I recently upgraded the lighting on a storm. And it made me realize something I hadn't really thought about before. The biggest benefit wasn't what I expected. I think one of the biggest mistakes riders make is assuming we're visible. The truth is, we're smaller than cars. We take up less space on the road. And sometimes we blend into the background more than we realize. Think about how many times you've been riding and someone starts drifting into your lane, or pulls out from a side street, or turns in front of you. Most of us have had that happen. And every time it does, our heart rates jump a little. The same question pops into our heads. Did they see me? The scary part is, sometimes the answer is no. Not because they were bad drivers, not because they're trying to be careless. They simply never noticed us. When people hear lighting upgrades, they usually think about riding after dark. And yes, better lighting absolutely helps at night. You can see farther. You can pick up road hazards sooner. You can definitely identify turns earlier. All of that matters. But honestly, I think the biggest benefit happens during the day. Because visibility isn't just about helping you see, it's about helping other people notice you earlier, before you become a surprise, before they change lanes, before they pull out, before they make a decision that affects you. And on a motorcycle, a few extra seconds of recognition can make a huge difference. This is the part nobody really talks about. Confidence. Not riding faster. Not taking more risk. Not feeling invincible. Confidence. The kind that comes from feeling more visible. The kind that comes from knowing you're doing everything you can to stand out. Because let's be honest, a lot of riding is mental. When you're constantly wondering whether drivers can see you, you carry that stress with you. You think about it at intersections. You think about it in traffic. You think about it when somebody starts creeping into your lane. But when your visibility improves, some of that stress starts to fade. Not completely, but enough that you can focus more on riding and less on worrying. For me, I think this is especially important for Spyder riders. The Spyder already has a unique shape. People notice it. They look at it. Sometimes they're trying to figure out exactly what it is. And better lighting helps define that shape even more. It helps your Spyder stand out from all the other lights on the road. The goal isn't to blind anybody. The goal isn't to look flashy. The goal is simple. Be noticed sooner, from farther away, and more often. Most riders think about safety upgrades. They think about tires, brakes, suspension, protective gear. And those things absolutely matter. But here's the thing. The safest emergency maneuver is the one you never have to make. The safest panic stop is the one that never happens. The safest swerve is the one you never need. And visibility helps make that possible, because the sooner someone notices you, the more time they have to make good decisions. and the more time you have to react. What changed for me? It wasn't brighter roads. It wasn't seeing further down the highway. It wasn't even the appearance of my Spyder. It was the feeling. The feeling that I was giving myself every advantage possible. The feeling that I wasn't disappearing into traffic. I can't tell you lighting has prevented an accident. Nobody can prove that. But I can tell you I've had drivers notice me sooner. I've seen head turns earlier. I watched people hesitate before pulling out. And those little moments matter, because as a rider, sometimes that's exactly what we're looking for. Not guarantees, not perfection, just better odds. So if you ask me today, what's the most overlooked safety upgrade for a Spyder? I'd probably say better lighting. Not because it looks good, not because it turns heads, but because it improves something every rider depends on, and that's visibility. And with visibility often comes confidence, and confidence can make every ride a little more enjoyable. So let me ask you, if you had to choose just one, what would you rather see? Further down the road, or make sure drivers notice you sooner? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love to hear your experience. And if you find this type of Spyder content useful, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my next video. Until then, remember to live for the experience and definitely enjoy the ride. Peace.